Good morning from the Ozarks, and this morning I am going to make the episode that I'd hoped that I'd really never make, or at least not for an awful long time. This is going to be my final episode of doing Back to the Past. I say final, I don't know, I might come out with something on occasion just as an update, but I won't spend much time with it. I actually started this channel, over 5 years ago now, at the request of a couple of my cousins who live in the northern part of the country, scattered out everywhere from Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Northern California, and all the way up to Alaska, because they really weren't familiar much with what happens in the southern United States. So anyway, I started for them and for a few other friends who'd made the request. And then after a while I got to thinking, well, heck, this might be some way of making some additional retirement income, which it has not turned out to be at all. There are reasons for me not being successful at doing this. First of all is I really wanted this to be something educational more than entertaining. I don't have a personality that is at all entertaining. I'm pretty matter of fact. I'm not good at making jokes and coming up with things just off the cuff. So I don't have that personality. That's 100% my fault, no one else's. I'll try to stay positive through most of this, but there's going to be some negativity that I see too. Now, at 71 years old, I know that I'm not going to live forever. Sooner or later, I'm going to get old, and then eventually I'll do what everyone else does, and that's die at some point in my life. Mortality is something that we can't avoid. How many years I have left of being able to keep construction going and creating a legacy place for my kids to enjoy later, I don't know. I know I've got at least 5 years left in me, probably more than that based on how long my father kept kicking. And then there is something that I think to be successful is a need to appeal to young people, because young people are really the ones who watch YouTube and that sort of thing. And not that old people don't enjoy it too, but not nearly as many of them. And I obviously don't have much appeal to young people, somewhat because of my age, but also because of the subject matter of what I'm doing. So no appeal to the young. Those that do, more power to you, by golly. I think that's a really good thing, and it helps keep YouTube alive. Another thing that I'm seeing as a trend on YouTube is a shortened attention span. Now with me, I don't know what my average length of video is, probably around 10 minutes. When I look at my statistics, my average viewing time is only about 5 or 6 minutes per video. And I don't think that's unique to me. I know other people that I've talked to that are actually fairly successful in YouTube. Their average viewing time is only about 5 or 6 minutes too. So we have a shortened attention span, and I think that becomes real obvious when I look at my YouTube feed and I'm seeing more shorts than I am any video of any length to it. So that attention span that we have, as Americans seem to have, is growing shorter all the time. And there's not much that I can do in the way of educating or keeping some sort of interest in education in a 1-minute short. So that's kind of hurting things too, and I don't intend to change that. Another thing that I am seeing on YouTube, and this actually isn't anything new, it's been going on probably since the beginning of YouTube, but also since the beginning of history, is sexuality, and that women tend to do better than what men do on most all of these videos. And the less that a woman wears and the larger her breasts, it seems like the better they tend to do. I spend an awful lot of time in editing, and a barely clad woman can spend no time in editing, do shorts, do longer videos and such, and their first post they'll get 10,000 or 100,000 views, where me, I probably haven't got 100,000 views in all the the videos that I've put together so far. So nothing I can do about that. And ladies, more power to you if that's the way you want to operate. Definitely not for me. For me, really the biggest reason that I need to quit doing the videos is time. At 71 years old, I've got a limited amount of time left in front of me. As I said before, I want this to be a legacy place for my kids. 2 of my 4 kids really love it here. 3 of them have visited, 1 has not yet. But I need to be able to finish what I'm doing. And I've got things that are a comfortable lifestyle for me now, but really the old cabin, getting that done and moving back into it, essentially I'd have a place for two people or 2 small families, or a small family and a single person to live on this property once I am no longer here. And it's really important for me to be able to get that done. Now, a 20-minute video actually takes me about 8 hours in recording, editing. Editing is just a huge one. Production, thinking about what I'm doing, and then finally getting it on YouTube posted. It takes an awful lot of time. So looking back over the years, I've probably spent around 1,000 hours in doing these YouTube videos. Now, so far as retirement income goes, I could take those 1,000 hours and go to work at Walmart and probably made $15,000 over the years, which isn't real significant, but it's something, and, especially when you compare it to the 0 that I have made doing these videos on YouTube. Most important is those 1,000 hours that I've spent doing YouTube videos could have been spent working here, and that would have amounted to probably 6 months worth of work. So where I will be in 6 months from now is where I could be right now if I had not done any of these. So that really is probably the biggest reason that I decided that I wasn't going to continue this anymore. Now, there are a few of you who have been with me, not from the start, but here for an awful long time. And those would include that really have commented on just about every video that I've made in the past couple of years, have watched every video I've made in the past couple of years. Sinbad has been here for me. And Sinbad actually wanted to try some of the saplings that I'm producing here, and I actually took a couple to Colorado and gave them to her, so I'm hoping that those turn out well for her. Dean Bar has been one that has been so beneficial to me, and the comments that he's left and that sort of thing. And then Ruth and we have become friends over the past couple of years. We talk once in a while, but I'd like to really be able to get together with her a little more often. But those 3 people especially, a very, very special thanks to you for sticking with me through all this. And really, for any of you that have watched these videos, you've added to my time, you've added to the people that have subscribed, and I really appreciate you all dearly. Now, for those of you who may be interested in what I'm doing here, I'm going to leave my email address in the comments or the notes below. Feel free to email me. Maybe we can exchange more contact information, telephone and such. And I'm more than happy to create a group that I can text out a photo to or an update every once in a while. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. Now, I'm the sort of person that really stays pretty active no matter what, and in healing from my shoulder I really did a lot more than what I probably should have done, but I seem to have healed up pretty well. But one thing I've been working on is a stone wall, and it's actually a continuation of what I had done a couple of years ago, but I'm getting quite far along with it. It's a curved wall and it's really looking pretty good. So I'll end this episode by taking a walk through there. Again, thank you all for being with me all this time. I really appreciate you. I don't know if I'll see you later or not. From Gabby and I, goodbye.